we're going to be uncovering whether a short sale can really help you sidestep foreclosure, how the whole thing actually works, and what hidden benefits might exist, beyond just saving your credit score.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot more to a short sale than meets the eye.
Right.
People often think it's just about selling your house for less.
Okay.
But the reality is for lenders, it can be a strategic move that saves them a significant chunk of change compared to a full-blown foreclosure.
Right.
We're talking potentially tens of thousands of dollars in some cases.
Wow, I had no idea the cost difference was that big.
Yeah.
That certainly sheds a different light on why lenders would be open to this, but I'm guessing it's not a free pass for the seller either.
Yeah.
There must be some downsides.
Right. Absolutely. The biggest hit you'll take is to your credit score.
Okay.
While a short sale is less damaging than a foreclosure, it's not a clean slate.
Right.
The interesting thing is how the lender reports the sale can actually impact your credit differently.
Oh, okay.
A settled for less than owed notation is a much bigger red flag than a paid in full one.
So negotiating that paid in full reporting is crucial. Sounds like having a skilled negotiator on your side could make a world of difference.
Absolutely.
But even then, you mentioned something earlier called the deficiency judgment.
Right.
That doesn't sound good. Is that something sellers should be worried about?
It's definitely something to be aware of. Imagine going through the entire short sale process, breathing a sigh of relief, and then bam.
Okay.
The lender comes knocking, demanding the remaining balance on the mortgage.
Oh, wow.
That's essentially what a deficiency judgment is. It's like a shadow hanging over your head.
Okay. So even after selling the house, you might not be completely off the hook.
Exactly. That's why negotiating a full release of liability as part of that short sale agreement is absolutely crucial. It's your best protection against that dreaded deficiency judgment.
Okay.
And that's where having an expert on your side becomes really important. They can navigate those tricky negotiations and ensure you have the best possible outcome.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential downsides. Let's shift gears now and walk through what a seller can actually expect during a short sale. Because patience is a big part of this, right?
Patience is key. Think of it like a marathon, not a sprint.
Sure.
On average, a short sale can take anywhere from 60 to 180 days.
Wow.
Sometimes even longer.
Really?
It all depends on factors like the lender's responsiveness and how quickly the buyer can get their financing in order.
So buckle up and settle in for the long haul. But it's not just about waiting around. Right. There must be things sellers can do to keep the process moving. What kind of proactive steps are we talking about?
One of the most important things sellers can do is be prepared to provide a mountain of paperwork.
Oh, boy.
Think of it like gathering evidence for a financial trial.
Okay.
You need to prove to the lender that you're truly experiencing a hardship and justify why they should approve the short sale.
Right.
So
paperwork can be daunting, but it's the foundation of a strong case.
It is.
What are some of the most crucial documents in this short sale evidence file?
The hardship letter is your chance to tell your story.
Okay.
You need to explain to the lender in detail why you can no longer afford the property.
Okay.
Common reasons include job loss, divorce, illness, things that significantly impact your finances. But remember, it's not enough to simply state the hardship.
Okay.
You need to back it up with cold, hard evidence.
So if you're claiming job loss, you need to provide termination paperwork or unemployment documentation.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there's the financial statement.
Okay.
This shows the lender a snapshot of your current financial situation. Your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. It's all about painting a clear picture of why you need a short sale.
And I'm guessing lenders also want to see those bank statements.
Absolutely.
They probably want to make sure everything aligns with the hardship claim.
You're right. Lenders will scrutinize those bank statements, looking for anything that seems off, like large deposits that don't match your declared income, or unusual spending patterns. It's about ensuring transparency and honesty throughout the process.
Okay.
So
transparency and a whole lot of paperwork.
Yes.
But let's say you've got all your ducks in a row.
Right.
Your documents are ready. And you're officially on this short sale journey. What else should sellers be doing to ensure things go smoothly? Any insider tips?
Here's a big one. Be prepared to show off your home. Remember, for a short sale to happen, you need a buyer. and buyers want to see the property.
Okay.
So be ready for those showings and keep your home in a presentable condition.
That makes sense. It's all about making a good impression, even in a short sale situation. Any other unexpected responsibilities that sellers might not be aware of?
Absolutely. Avoid taking on any new debt while the short sale is in progress.
Oh.
Lenders review your financials right up to closing, and any new debt could be a red flag, potentially jeopardizing the whole deal.
So put that new car purchase on hold for a while. Got it.
Yeah.
What about things like utilities and HOA fees? Do those still need to be paid during a short sale?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
While it can be tempting to let those slide when you're struggling financially, keeping those payments current shows the lender you're still responsible and committed to maintaining the property. It can definitely help with getting their approval.
So it's about demonstrating good faith.
Yeah.
Showing the lender you're doing everything you can to keep things afloat.
Exactly. And here's another tip that might surprise you.
Okay.
Avoid direct contact with the lender.
Okay.
It's best to let your short sale negotiator handle all the communication.
Why is that?
Well, negotiators are experienced in dealing with lenders and can often achieve better outcomes than a seller going it alone.
Okay.
You know, they know the ins and outs of the process, they speak the lender's language, and they can navigate those tricky negotiations more effectively.
Okay. That's starting to make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like having a translator and advocate rolled into one.
Right.
So far, we've covered a lot of ground about the seller's role, but it seems like a lot of the success of a short sale hinges on avoiding potential roadblocks and delays.
Sure.
What are some of those common pitfalls that sellers need to watch out for?
You're absolutely right. Knowing what can go wrong is half the battle in a short sale. So let's talk about some of those potential snags and how you can avoid them.
Okay, give it to me straight. What are the biggest delay demons we need to be aware of?
One of the most common culprits is missing documents or slow responses from the seller.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, time is of the essence here, and any delays on your end can have a ripple effect throughout the entire process.
So be organized, be responsive, and don't make the lender chase you down for information.
Got it. What else can cause delays?
Well, lenders often require multiple valuations of the property. They might order a broker's price opinion or BPO, which is a quick assessment from a real estate professional, and then follow that up with a full appraisal.
Okay.
This can add a significant amount of time to the process. So even if you think you've got a good price locked in, the lender might come back with a different number based on their valuations.
Exactly. And if the buyer is financing their purchase,
right,
their loan approval process can also cause delays. Things like low appraisals, credit issues, or income verification problems can all hold things up.
It's like a chain reaction. Any weak link can throw off the entire timeline.
Right.
Are there other things that can derail a short sale?
Absolutely. Imagine this. A title search reveals a lien or judgment against the property, maybe from an old contractor dispute or unpaid taxes. Now that needs to be addressed before the sale can go through, which can be a whole separate headache in itself.
Sounds like there are a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
And any one of them can cause delays. So if a seller is feeling overwhelmed by all of this, are there any tools or strategies they can use to streamline the process and maybe gain a little more control?
That's a great question. That leads us to something called a comprehensive power of attorney, or CPOA. Think of it as a secret weapon in the short sale arsenal.
A secret weapon, huh? I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this CPOA and how it can help.
Essentially, a CPOA grants someone else the authority to act on your behalf.
Okay.
This could be a trusted individual, a family member, or a company specializing in short sales. It's like having a designated expert navigate the complexities of the process for you.
So it's like handing over the reins and letting someone else handle the driving.
That's a great analogy. And here's the beauty of it.
Right.
A CPOA can cover a wide range of tasks. It can be as simple as allowing someone to communicate with the lender on your behalf, or as comprehensive as granting them authority to handle all aspects of the sale, including signing documents and negotiating with buyers.
Okay. Yeah. Starting to see how that could simplify things, especially for sellers who are feeling overwhelmed, or maybe they live far away from the property.
Yeah.
But why would someone need this level of authority in a short sale? What are some specific situations where a CPOA becomes really valuable?
Imagine this. You're in the middle of a short sale and you need to relocate for a new job opportunity.
Right.
A CPOA allows your designated representative to continue the process seamlessly in your absence.
Okay.
They can handle paperwork, negotiate with the lender, and even close the deal on your behalf.
So you don't have to put your life on hold
Yeah.
or scramble to travel back and forth just to sign documents.
Exactly. And here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
A CPOA can also include provisions for dealing with probate, which can be a real lifesaver in certain situations.
Probate, that sounds pretty serious. Why would that be relevant in a short sale?
Well, imagine this. The seller unfortunately passes away before the short sale is finalized. Without a CPOA in place that addresses probate, the property can get tied up in legal limbo for months, potentially derailing the entire sale.
Wow, that's definitely not a scenario anyone wants to think about.
No.
But it makes sense to be prepared.
Yeah.
But with probate authority included in CPOA,
Right.
the designated individual or company can step in and legally handle the necessary steps to ensure the sale can proceed smoothly, even in the event of the seller's passing.
Yeah.
That sounds like a huge weight off everyone's shoulders.
Yeah.
It protects the seller's wishes and prevents unnecessary delays for the buyer.
Right.
That's good. Okay, so I'm starting to understand why this is considered a secret weapon.
Yeah.
But let's get into the nitty-gritty details here.
Okay.
What are some of the specific functions that a CPOA can handle in a short sale situation?
Well, CPOA can grant authority for someone to negotiate directly with the lender on your behalf. They can submit documents, counter offers, and essentially be your advocate in those crucial conversations.
So no more playing phone tag with the lender's loss mitigation department. That alone sounds worth it.
And it goes beyond just communication.
Huh?
A CPOA can also grant authority for someone to handle tax documents, ensuring everything is filed correctly and avoiding any potential issues with the IRS.
Tax documents in a short sale. I wouldn't have thought of that.
It's a crucial part of the process.
Wow.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. A CPOA can be used to create and manage a land trust.
A land trust. Now that's a term I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Think of a land trust as a legal tool that holds ownership of the property.
Hmm?
In a short sale, it can help protect the seller's interests while also streamlining the process.
So it adds another layer of legal protection.
Yeah.
And simplifies things for everyone.
Yeah, it can.
But how does a land trust actually work in the context of a short sale?
Well, a land trust can be used to avoid triggering something called a due on sale clause.
Okay.
This clause is often found in mortgages and can cause complications during a short sale.
Wait, explain that due on sale clause a little more. What is it and why is it a problem?
Imagine this. You have a mortgage with a due on sale clause.
Okay.
This clause means that if you sell the property, the lender has the right to demand immediate payment of the entire loan balance.
Doesn't sound good. So in a short sale where you're selling for less than you owe,
Yeah.
the lender could essentially shut down the whole deal.
Exactly. That's why a land trust can be a valuable tool. By transferring ownership of the property to a land trust, you can potentially avoid triggering that due on sale clause, allowing the short sale to proceed smoothly.
Okay. That's starting to make sense. So the land trust acts like a legal shield, protecting the seller from that due on sale clause and allowing the transaction to move forward.
Precisely. And it's just one example of how a CPOA can be used to navigate the complexities of a short sale.
This CPOA is starting to sound like a must-have for any seller considering a short sale.
Yeah.
It seems like it can prevent a lot of potential headaches and make the whole process much smoother.
It can.
But I'm also guessing there are some important legal considerations
Sure.
that sellers should be aware of before handing over this level of authority to someone else.
You're absolutely right. Whenever you're dealing with legal documents and granting someone power of attorney, it's crucial to proceed with caution.
What are some key things sellers should keep in mind?
Well, first and foremost,
Okay.
make sure you understand the scope of authority you're granting in the CPOA. You have the power to define exactly what your representative can and cannot do on your behalf.
So read the fine print and make sure you're comfortable with everything before you sign on the dotted line.
Exactly. It's also a good idea to consult with an attorney to review the document and ensure it meets your specific needs and complies with your state's laws.
So don't just download a generic CPOA template off the internet. Get legal advice.
Yeah.
Make sure it's done right.
Exactly. And remember, communication and transparency are key. Make sure you have a clear understanding with your designated representative about their role, responsibilities, and how they'll communicate with you throughout the process.
It's all about building trust.
Yeah.
And open communication to avoid any surprises or misunderstandings down the road.
And one final point, some lenders can be a bit hesitant to fully accept a power of attorney in a short sale situation.
Really?
Yeah. They might have concerns about the validity of the document or the authority granted.
So what happens if a lender pushes back?
If that happens, it might be necessary to involve an attorney to help enforce your legal rights and ensure the CPOA is honored.
Okay, so be prepared to stand your ground.
Yeah.
And advocate for yourself if needed.
But overall, a CPOA can be a valuable tool for sellers navigating the complexities of a short sale.
It sounds like it can simplify the process, reduce stress, and even protect your interests in unforeseen circumstances.
It's all about having the right legal tools and expert guidance on your side.